Good morning, everybody. This is Pete from Pete on the AT. This is day 6 of my Appalachian through hike. Last night I had a really good night's sleep. We stayed at a place called Blood Mountain Cabins. Super simple place, but had a bed with sheets, which was wonderful. And now I'm just about ready to jump on the trail at Woody. It's called Neil's Gap, and there's an outfitter called Mountain Crossing. It's a pretty famous outfitter. It's the first resupply on the Appalachian Trail, and it's the only place where the trail actually runs through a building, which is kind of weird. Anyway, today I'm going to dedicate my entire day to my sister Angelique, who is just suffering from the results of a stroke she had years ago, and it's a daily struggle for her. So I'll say up a rosary for her first thing this morning, and some prayers and contemplation throughout the day. So any suffering I have today, pain, misery, will be offered up to her. Okay, let me give you an idea of where the trail goes. It goes right in through this little walkway. We got a couple people moving along. All right, here we go. And we're on the AT. So here's another view of the, I guess it's the northern or eastern mountain range. And unfortunately, I think I got to go up and over one of those mountains over there. So today is going to be a little bit longer than normal. I'll be hiking about 12 miles, and it's going to be warm. It's going to be mid-70s. It's going to be mid-70s, and when it gets warmer, it gets tougher, obviously. But I think I'm feeling pretty good. My right calf hurts a little bit. My left hip hurts just a little bit, I think maybe because I fell down yesterday. Let's see what else. And today the elevation is about 3,000 feet, but it's just a lot of little ups and downs. And they call these little ups and downs PUDs. So it stands for pointless up and downs. And so we're going to have, all day PUDs today. But even though it's a 3,000 foot elevation gain, it's in little increments. So I feel, good enough to do that 11 miles or 12 miles. But if I don't, then I'm just going to stop and find a place to camp, or, hit an early shelter. But I started out early enough in the day that I should be able to make it. Okay, better get going. Thanks. I'm about 4 miles into my hike today, and I just wish I could show you this view. I don't know if I can zoom in. That is a mountain. It's very, very tall. It's really far in the distance, but you're just not going to get this view in a few weeks. So I'm just trying to give you a little flavor for it. It really is very spectacular, and we're way up here. I don't know what this mountain is called, but it's pretty high. The trail, sorry for the shakiness. The trail, let me zoom out again. It's just, like I said, just been little ups and downs. I've gotten about 1,300 feet of elevation gain going up and down. And what's interesting, and it's hard to show you, is when I'm hiking, I'm generally looking down, looking for a place to put my trekking pole. And you can see how other people place their trekking poles. And it's just, critical to hike with trekking poles. You're going to fall on your face. Wow. This is really spectacular. I think I'm going to take a photo of it and send it to Shelly so she can use it as the backdrop on the TV. Hey everybody, just wanted to kind of give you, I don't even know if you can really see it well, but I've got about a mile of straight up this mountain and to get to the other side where there's water, and that's going to be my only water source for the remaining 6 miles that I'm going to be going. So, but it's going to be a pretty challenging climb. Hope I make it. Refilling my water bottle. The dirty water is in here, filters through this into my smart water bottle. That was a really challenging section just now. For those of you in the Shenandoah Valley, it'd be like being at the river at Burnshires and just walking straight up the mountain to the tower. It was super steep, and it was over a mile in length, so it was pretty rigorous. So I'm about 6.5 miles in, and just stopping for a little bit of lunch, which consists of just like a fancy trail mix with dried fruit, some M&Ms, raisins, macadamia nuts. It's real dense in terms of calories. I've been hiking for about 4 hours. I gained 2,100 feet of elevation. My heart rate got up to 130. And I'm about 6.5 miles into my 12-mile day. All right. Oops, try that again. Hey everybody, this is Pete, and I'm at camp. It was a long day. It was a 12-mile day. The terrain was not bad. I don't want to complain. There was one spot that was just a butt kicker, and it was right in the middle of the day. But made it through it, and just kept on plodding along, and got to the shelter. Let's see, what is it called? It's called Low Creek. Low Creek. In fact, I'll show you the creek, and I'll also pan around, and so you can kind of get an idea of what the shelter looks like, and people are around the picnic table making their dinner. So it's a little bit weird. So the days, we don't generally know what day it is. We don't know what time it is. We just know that when the sun comes up, we get up, start packing up our things, and then when it starts getting a little bit dark, we're in our tent, and you start to sleep, basically right when it gets dark, because you're so tired. So it is very strange. But I'm going to spin this camera around and just kind of give you an idea of a typical campsite. So first of all, here's the creek. It's really cute. I think it's spring fed, but this is, you know, where we generally get our water. And this would be typical shelter site. It's, you know, three-sided. Looks like there's 4 or 5 people that are in the shelter. And then these bunch of people, let's see, 4 out of the 6 people there I've hiked with for a day or 2 days. And then you've got other people at campsites. You've got a hammock person right there. And I think there's another hammock person over here. Yep, so this is a typical hammock person. They've got their quilt that they sleep on, then the quilt that they put on top of each other, or on top of them, and they have a like a bug screen, and then your tarp. All right, and then you can't see it maybe. Hold on. Up there is where I've got my tent. That's my tent, and there's like maybe 4 or 5 other people that are tent camping. And basically you just try to find a flat spot. I'll give you another video up there of what it looks like, my camp. But right now, this is dinner, and this is where this is my dinner. This is my kitchen. That's it, and then that's dinner. Beef stroganoff.
I had the same thing.
Okay, so I thought I'd show you my campsite. That's where the shelter is, where I had dinner amongst the people. And let's see, a guy that I've been hiking with for 2 or 3 days, his name's Sideways. He's from Florida and started hiking on his 70th birthday. And folks, he is an animal. He beat me here. We left at the same time. He beat me here by an hour. So this is my setup here. It's my Big Agnes tent, and this is kind of way it looks. I'll set up a few other things in here, but not much. Trekking poles, and I'll keep my backpack, you know, underneath the vestibule to keep it from getting wet. And then Stank over there from Ohio packed in his beer but didn't offer me any, which is kind of subject. All right, so there you go. Just give you an idea of, you know, regular kind of campsite. Hey everybody, it's about 6 o'clock and starting to wind things down. Had dinner, beef stroganoff, and then this person that I was sitting next to said, hey, how about some like fire roasted Cheetos or something in there? And it's like, okay, I tried it, and it was really very good. So I don't know, it's camping recipes. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of them. But today was really good. It was a long day, and it was warm. It was close to 70 degrees. So definitely had to take a lot more water in today. But my legs felt pretty good. My feet were hurting a little bit. My hip was feeling pretty good. Calf was feeling pretty good. I just went slowly. So right now I'm still hiking a little less than 2 miles an hour, which I'd like to be over 2 miles an hour, but it ends up being like, you know, 1.6, 1.7 miles per hour. I thought a lot about my sister, Angelique, and just, you know, I really hope that, you know, when she sees these videos, she knows that I love her, and that, you know, I hate seeing her suffering like she is. But all I could do is offer up my prayers for her today. Met a lot of neat people on the trail. I'm hiking with this one guy that I think we're going to share a hotel room. Not tomorrow night, but Friday, because it sounds like it's going to, you know, start raining, and it's going to be raining like all day. So I might take what they call a Nero, which is not a zero, which is no miles, but I'll do maybe like 5 miles and then go to a hotel and hang out there for the afternoon and the night to avoid the rain. So, at any rate, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.